So we've got those people who don't know whether they love themselves or not. We've got those people who feel they love themselves, and we've got those people who totally don't love themselves. So let's get to it. How do you come to understand that you love yourself? Loving yourself is not buying yourself some good stuffs. Loving yourself is not eating every day. It's not giving yourself a meal. It's not giving yourself a house or giving yourself water. When you talk about self-love, you talk about more than just basic things. You see, when you get or you expect somebody to love you from their side, you expect them to sacrifice, you expect them to give you what you feel makes you happy. So when you are falling in love with somebody, you don't expect the normal things, the basic things that you already have in your life. You expect something better. You expect something greater than just being told I love you, than just being taken out for a dinner or a breakfast or a lunch. You expect somebody to sacrifice their time for you. You expect people to gift you. You expect people to talk to you every time. Communication, conversation, heart to heart, word to word. You expect people to be there for you, and you expect them to handle you with empathy, not sympathy. So, if at all we expect all this from people, how do we turn the love to ourselves? One thing that people don't do, you have to sacrifice for yourself. The same way you expect a man or a woman to sacrifice their time, their pleasure, and everything for themselves, as a woman or a man, you expect to sacrifice for yourself. Sacrifice time with yourself. Sacrifice to gift yourself instead of gifting people. Sacrifice to save. All right? Save money for yourself. Keep an account of how you trace your money, the way you spend your money. Do you write them down? Do you note them down? Do you keep receipts of everything you buy? People and women, I want to ask you something. How many people of you right now that I'm speaking to can trace back every single receipt of whatever you bought this month? We are in the 14th of October. So how many of you here can trace the receipts of whatever you bought this month? I want to see those yeses. I want to see those no's. I want to know so that I can advise properly. How many of you can track down the receipts of the things you bought this month? You will find out that the receipts, some people don't even pick them from where they buy everything. You'll find that people reach home with the receipts and they throw it in the garbage. They don't keep it. They don't track the record of how they spent. Then they say they love themselves. How do you love yourself? Without keeping track of every financial obligations that you do in your life as a woman or as a man. A lot of people don't know that this is very important. It is important to note down every single thing you buy, however little it is. This is what is going to make you become rich. Let me tell you something about riches. Riches is not acquiring a lot of money in a single day, people. I'm speaking to ladies that I think are educated, and education, like I said, is not going to school. Education is just having a life experience and listening to somebody like me who is now speaking to you. If you want to be rich, riches is not having a lot of money in the bank, but riches is being comfortable with your financial capacity and financial level. You can have $1,000 in your bank account and you are happy because you're financially stable. You can have $1 million in your bank account and you are poor because you're financially unstable. So stability, financial stability is not about, having a lot of money in the bank. It is having time with yourself to know how you spend your money. Having time with yourself to be comfortable with whatever you keep and save in your bank account. So people, I want to see people who can track the record of what they buy. How do you track it? When you go to a cold store, you go to a shop, how it is called back in my country, you go to a kiosk and you purchase something. Like for example, if you are a Kenyan and you are in Kenya and you purchase a bread which is worth 50 shillings, people tend not to document that. People will buy 50 shillings bread, take it home, throw it away, eat it, and then sit there. and wait for the next day, get 100 shillings, go back to the cold store or a shop or a kiosk and buy another bread. So I will tell you this. Do you know why businesses have got a track of their financial spendings? They have it so that they can know what they are worth. And therefore, when you track your financial records, you understand how much you can spend in a day, in a month, in a year, without confusing any person. We getting right? So every time you have, and I expect everybody is listening to me properly here. If you're getting me clear, please give me a thumbs up. If you're getting me clear, let me see those likes. Just tap your screen, let me see those likes coming on, and so that I can continue with what I'm doing. You know, sometimes I could be speaking to myself. So for me to know that I'm speaking to people here, let me hear you people saying, giving me those thumbs up, and please keep on liking the video. It will make me understand that I'm speaking to people here. So do a clear understanding of your financial spendings. This is one way of loving self. People are all about, oh, I bought this for myself. Oh, you know, I love myself so much. I cannot accept people to do this to me because I love myself. Loving yourself is, first of all, understanding how you are spending your financial gains, however little they are. Loving yourself is understanding the position you are financially, understanding what you have and what you don't have. Because you cannot spend what you don't have. You only spend what you have. And how do you spend it? You spend it by every time taking care of what you have in your bank. So let's say, for example, my salary is, I don't want to speak about big amounts of money because I'll make some other people run away from here. So my salary is 10,000 Kenya shillings in a month. Kenya shillings in a month, 10,000, that's around $1,000, if I'm not wrong. $1,000 plus, yeah. So my salary is $1,000 a month. Let me use dollars so it could be easy. Then, how is my spending? If I don't keep track records of how I spend my money within that month, I don't keep track record of what I bought, then I will not understand where the $1,000 go to. Listen what people say. The money nowadays is so small. You get it and tomorrow it's gone. You earn your salary today, tomorrow the salary is gone. Do you know why it happens like this? Because we are not keeping track records of how we are spending our money on a monthly basis. So if you keep a track record of how you spend your money on a daily basis, this is one way of loving yourself. And how do you love yourself? You love yourself by not overspending against what you earn as a woman, especially as a woman. Women, I want to talk to you tonight. You see, what makes women go for men to pay them to sell their body is because women think what they earn is little. Yet, let me tell you this, and I want to talk to women today. Women, God will never give you a job or a salary that is less than what you're supposed to spend, unless you don't know the God you're speaking to. Whatever God gives you today is enough to cater for whatever needs you want. And this is how God does it. God gives you 20 Kenya shillings or 100 US dollars, for example. Let me use dollars so that I cannot confuse those people who don't live in Kenya and doesn't know what a Kenya shillings amount or is worth. Let me use dollars. God gives you a job or a cash worth $100. And as a woman was created, a woman was created a multiplier. Somebody said that you give a woman sperms, a woman gives you a baby. You give a woman a key, he gives you a home. You give a woman stress, he gives you breakup. You get it? So women were given the wisdom and the blessings of multiplication. So when God gives you a job worth $1,000, God expects you to use your mind to multiply it until you get to the point where you feel that your problems are solved. God doesn't give you $1,000 to expect you to go back to another man to cater for your rent. If God gives you $1,000, how do you rent a house worth $500? This is the first question, and this is how you keep track records of your spending, and it is the simplest way of loving yourself. So In as much as you're spending your salary and your money on what you need, I want you guys to start keeping records. Every receipt that you use, keep it. By the end of the month, you don't need to employ an accountant or a financial educated person to tell you what you earn and spend in a month. You know what you earn, but you don't know what you spend. You don't even know how you spend it. When you buy something worth $20, write it down. Keep the receipt. When you send somebody money, you loan someone, you send your family money, write it down. Keep the record. By the end of the month, look at what you are spending. When I can tell you guys, today is it's 14th of October, if I'm not wrong. Tomorrow is the beginning of half or last half of the month. I want to give you a challenge. Challenge yourself from tomorrow. Write down every single expenditure that you will perform from tomorrow until the end of the month. Once you do that, take half of your salary and do it against what you spend from tomorrow. Tell me what you will get out of it. I can assure you that you are going to cut down your expenditures. And with this, I can assure you you're going to be rich. You're not going to be rich. You're not going to be rich. Somebody's asking, where have you been? Beula. I've just been around. I think maybe God's timing is always the best. So this is the time that, God said that I have to advise you people about this. So once you do that, you are going to be financially in abundance. You're going to be financially stable. People, we chase riches. We chase to be rich. My video today said that a woman, I said that my sister, it is better not to wait for a man to make you rich, but wait for a man who will inspire you to do what you are doing to be rich. Can I repeat that? Better not wait for a man to make you rich, but wait for a man who will inspire you to do whatever you are doing to become rich. This is the riches that you will appreciate. I know men can make you rich. A woman can make you rich also if you're a man. But you will never understand the worth of that riches if you are given. If you work hard and the man inspires you, a man wakes you up in the morning when you are so tired and you feel like not going to your salon. You feel like, no, today I'm tired because last night I was exhausted, I'm burnout and I cannot go to my salon today. The man wakes you up and tells you, baby, I've just prepared your breakfast and this is the time that you have to go grind it. Come on, my darling. If you have a morning glory, let him give you one morning glory that is going to motivate you, that is going to inspire you to wake up off the bed and go to the table, take the breakfast made by the man you got, and go to your salon and make money for the day. That is gonna make you so rich, and you will understand the worth of waking up very early in the morning and giving yourself to the man to wake you up to take a breakfast made by him just to make you go to your salon and make your money. A woman is best when she makes her own money by the right means of sweating, and your sweat is always blessed. You see, a woman was not told to sweat. God never sent a woman to work. A woman's responsibility was to be compassionate, to be a companion to a man, and to give a man children. And the only thing that women were supposed to persevere was the time of delivery, of giving birth. You are supposed to feel pain. But because of the world and generation we are living in, where people want people to be the same, women and men want to be same, the equality has sent women to toil, to sweat, and provide for the family. So how do you toil and feel the meaning of toiling? By loving yourself. You find a man who inspires you to do what you are doing to become rich. You don't find a man who tells you that, baby darling, keep on sleeping, and gets a blanket on top of you and goes to work and come back home and give you money. I can tell you, nothing lasts forever. If you don't know how that man is making money, however much rich he is, anytime that man can die. And when he dies, that's when you will realize and know that you are having enemies from within. The man's family are going to come to take all the wealth he leaves behind. and you will be left with maybe a business to run. You have never been to the table of this man. You've never been to his office. You've never known how he runs that business. It will collapse within a month, and you will remain there staggered, stuck, useless, nothing. You can't go anywhere because the time the man was alive, you hated everyone, you created boundaries with the people around you, and you don't have anyone you call a friend. Women, better find a man who inspires you to do better and find what you want. That is one way of loving self. I want you people to understand how you need to love yourself. You don't need to love yourself by, buying yourself some chooks, making up, buying lipsticks, buying some branded shoes every day. You've got to love yourself by doing something that is gonna see you through the future. You have to be strategical. You don't have to be an operational person. An operational person is somebody who sees today, who sees that the fridge is full of every kind of drinks she wants, who sees that I have a bed 6x6 in my room. I have a tailored wardrobe with every kind of makeups and clothes that I need in the world. It doesn't make you, and you don't love yourself if that is what you believe in. A woman loves herself when she knows how to do things right. Okay? So number one, loving yourself is understanding your financial position. I want to help you track yourself. If you can do that and post it on me. We can even do a TikTok track of my records, financial records, and we do it on a monthly basis. Every single month we do a challenge of financial gains. When you do this, it inspires you to save more than to spend more. And you see, you can give yourself a time period of saving, and you can say that, all right, we are having like 3 months to go for this year to end. So from October to December, I'm not going to spend on clothes because I have enough clothes to use. I'm not going to spend on shoes because I have enough shoes to use. So this month, next month, and the other month, because I'm buying shoes on a monthly basis, I'm gonna save this money for these 3 months. Save it. Once you save this money, you will know and understand how best it is to be a saving person. And once you save, when you have a financial abundance, you will not spend on a shoes and be left with nothing in your bank accounts. You will spend on a shoes and you still have money to buy another shoes. And this is what makes us financial abundance. So for me, what I do when everything is right on my side, I'm getting my salaries, there's nothing like sickness, there is nothing I have to do, and whatever I do, the first thing that runs in my mind is savings. Savings, savings, savings. You don't save by keeping your money in the bank. You save by sometimes investing. See, women, I want to help you guys know how to invest. I don't love the world today because the world excludes everybody. When you watch videos on investment, people talk of investment in terms of buying land, buying shares in the bank, buying shares in the Safaricom, or maybe trading and on internet, online. Some of us did not go to school. When somebody is telling you that you need to trade online, you don't even know what they are speaking about. And so people tend to think that if you didn't go to school, you cannot know how to invest. Investment is having something like even a merry-go-round. And a merry-go-round that works for you is not a merry-go-round where in a month you will be giving another lady, you will be bringing together $50 and then you give to one person. This one is not an investment. An investment is a place where you agree, 3 people. This is self-love. People, I'm teaching about self-love. I need people to understand me so well. I told people, do you really love yourself? I asked when I was starting this conversation, and some people told me they love themselves. So now I'm tracking down to what it means to love yourself. So I still want to see those people who told me, do you love yourself? Do you still tell me you love yourself? Can I see those yeses again? So if you want to invest as a woman, John Gora, I wish you know how much you really needed this. I really needed this. Be blessed so much. Guys, I'm not blessed. Bless God for me being here. Bless God for me being here. It is not my thing. I talk to God every single morning and I ask God, what do these people need to hear? God, I don't want to go to TikTok to give you what you want to hear. What you want to hear is me dancing, That's what people want to see. Oh, John, can you dance? Can you dance for me this? I don't want to give you that. I want you to understand what you need. Okay? So, if you want to invest, you never went to school. You don't even know how to write or even how to give a signature. Some people are still using thumbs up and ink. You never went to school, and you're wondering, how do I invest as a person? I only earn $1,000. I only earn 20,000 Kenya shillings. How do I invest? People are investing with millions. I just had my friend invested 50,000 Kenya shillings. My salary is only 20,000 Kenya shillings. Baby, girl, get a group of good minded women. Go to a bank if you can. Open what we call a fixed account bank. Fixed account bank, agree between the two of you or amongst the group of people that you are. Even if you're 5 or you are 6 or you are 10, and accept that the fixed bank account that we are going to open will last for 6 months, or it's going to last for 1 year. Keep your money in that bank. Every month, every person should know their ratio of contribution. You don't have to contribute the same amount of money. You can contribute depending on what you earn. All right? And during that time, when there is a dividend, when there is an interest, you earn according to the percentage of what you contributed towards these savings. So after 6 months of saving together, you go to this bank and you check how much did we save. Amongst the 6 of us, we managed to save 30,000 Kenya shillings in 6 months. So what can we do with 30,000 K? You go up outside there, and as women, check on one business that you can do. It could be a mtumba business. It could be a water distribution business. It could be a vegetable supply business. It can be anything. It can be online business where you shop. You see, nowadays there are so many businesses, you don't even need to have a shop or to have a place where to stay. There are online business where you only log in and create your account and start. You just deposit money. These people will brand your clothes, sell them for you online, and send you the money into your account. So when this 6 group, 10 people, you agree together and you do this together, after 6 months or 1 year, you start this business. This is what we call investment. Rachange, thank you for those flowers. This is what we are calling investment. Women, please stop pretending that you cannot invest because you didn't go to school. You don't need a class to invest. You need a school of life to invest. You need to understand that you have got to love yourself. Women, the time to depend on man is over. I want to tell you something. The time of depending on men is over. Becoming financially stable. Financially stable doesn't need you to have $1 million in your account. Financially stable is making you understand how you spend, how you earn, what you still have. This is what we call financially stable. This is what we call riches. People say that you don't have to be rich, that riches is not godly. Riches is godly, and if you don't know how to define riches, then you will find yourself remaining stuck. So let me try to read some comments before we go ahead on days. Wow, I don't love myself. I am learning, and thank you for being here today, John. Thank you, Bella, for this. Thank you so much. I like your content. I love you, Nekesa74. Great. Good topic. Yeah, it's a good topic. I know God told me this is the topic that you guys need to understand. What a wonderful wisdom, young man. Africans are really wise. Yeah, Africans are wise. You know that. Africans were blessed with brains. So, and not just Africa, all over the world, people are blessed with brains. The problem is people don't want to come out and speak. People don't want to come out and help because we are jealous. I have wisdom, I need to share it, but I don't want to share it. I want to grow myself alone to become rich so I can boast. You know, people want to see you coming to them asking for help. Guys, let me tell you something. Do you know why people don't share ideas with you? They don't share idea with you because they are happy when you come to them asking for help. This is what people are always, happy about. Your friends are not happy when you are not coming to them asking for help. And the thing is, they are not expecting you to come for help that they will help you. They expect you to come beg, but in the long run, they will not help you. They will be just like, oh, we are the richest. We have all we want. They don't have. All right, so let me continue reading some comments. Yes, brother, you're right. Thank you. This guy, may God bless you. God bless you too, Bella. How are you doing? Rahema, I'm doing so great. Wow, great inspiration. Thank you. I have a group of 10 and we contribute contribute 2,000 every month. Thank you. Exactly. That is all you need. Get a group of people who knows what to do with their financial. You see, listen to me, people. The most important thing that your kid needs. Are you working in abroad? Let me speak to somebody working abroad. And working abroad does not mean that you are not working in your country. To me, abroad is that person who left his home or her home. And I go to Nairobi. I'm already abroad. All right? I leave my village and I go to my capital city. For me, that is being abroad, because everything you do, everything that happens back at your home, your parents, your friends will always think about you first, because you are in Nairobi, you are in Kampala, you are in Manila, you are in Delhi, you are in Kabul, maybe you are in Doha, you are in Dubai, you are in Manama. They will first of all think about you, and they will expect you to help them. So listen to me. Before you give this help, before you send money back to home to protect, to help your kid, you are abroad, you are not staying with your kid, and you are sending money to be spent on your kid. I will tell you something. Remember, 90% of the money you are sending for your kid doesn't go on her or him. Hello? 90% of money you're sending home to take care of your child doesn't take care of your child. A kid doesn't eat too much. The most important thing, if you are abroad, away from your child, away from your parent, away from your friend that you're trying to help today, what is going to help these friends, what is going to help your kid, what is going to help your family is the money you're trying to invest. Let me tell you, when you die, your kid, your family, your friend will never ever inherit your employment. Right now you're abroad working. No one in your family member, no one you are supporting today with 80% of your salary back at home will inherit the job that you are doing right now. So if you die without investments, do you know what you do? You have killed your family. You have killed the future of your kid. You have killed the future of your friends that you use to help. So don't make your family lazy. Don't make your friends lazy. Sometimes we think that we are kind by giving, sending money to your family, sending money to your friends, buying your child this, buying your child that. Somebody, if you are employed, understand that investing is better than spending. Investing is better than giving those treats you are treating your child with 80% of your earnings a month. If you know how to invest, you are prolonging the life of the people you love, and that is what we call self-love. Self-love is not walking with the branded shoes outside there. Self-love is not getting what you want from men or women. Self-love is not treating your kid with the best clothes in town. You see, what a kid needs food, a kid needs clothing, a kid needs a house, a kid needs to be educated. They don't need branded clothes. They don't have to walk on a branded clothes. Let me tell you something, somebody. When God created a child, or God blesses you with a child, God has already planned their future. If your child wants to walk on a branded clothes, let them buy. Educate them, give them the best education, let them get good jobs or good businesses to buy branded clothes for themselves. You don't have to start branding yourself with branded clothes. Then you brand them with branded clothes, they become stupid, you die without investments, and then they start living a life. When people will start buying them ordinary clothes, they will say that people are harassing them. People are not treating them well. People are treating them well because people can't buy branded clothes. You used to buy branded clothes for them. You died without an investment. Nobody's gonna buy them branded clothes. They will cry. They will tell their relatives, my relatives don't love me. They are not treating us well. They are being treated well because they are being given the normal food, the ordinary food that is worth the pockets of the people you left them with. Hello, my brothers and sisters. We don't need to go to school to know these things. Can I give you secrets of being wise? Being wise doesn't need you to go to a class. You need to know how to talk to God. My brothers and sisters, God is the supernatural wise abundance that nobody knows. You don't need to go to a class to be wise. I've seen so many people who are educated with degrees, but they are so stupid. They are more foolish than somebody they employed to man their gates. They can't figure out things, and that's why they employ every single person to do them things. So I want to address you people today and tell you that self-love is not what you have been doing for yourself every day. Self-love is understanding how to see your future. It is understanding what is better for you today and tomorrow. You see, we are spending too much time on the things that are not worth spending time. You know, you spend your time on making people busy, making people happy, yet you are not happy. We spend lots of time, trying to reach out to people who don't want to reach out to us. We are trying to spend most of the time spending our finances where they're not supposed to be spent. But in brief, we were talking about self-love, and in terms of financial well-being. How much do you love yourself financially? People talk about self-love as in, I buy myself clothes, I give myself a good house, I buy myself a car when I want, I meet people, I'm having a family, I'm having my kids, I'm having this, that this is self-love. Self-love is knowing yourself more than what you think. And today's topic was knowing yourself financially. How do you understand yourself financially to understand that you love yourself?